Made possible through the generosity.
You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. The time now, 7 o'clock, time for another Hour of Blues here on the Friday Night Blues Show on a bit of a chilly night out in Marston at the moment. And you may have picked up my voice is a little bit croaky this week, so hopefully we'll get through the next couple of hours without too many problems. We're going to continue tonight with playing music that was put out over the last 50 years on the Alligator record label, this independent record label based in Chicago that is celebrating its 50th birthday this year. And first up, we'll go back to 1986. We'll have a track from an album that Lonnie Brooks put out, the album called Wound Up Tight, and the name of the song is I Got Lucky Last Night.
Attack. I got lucky last night. I got lucky last night. Played a little game, man. I got lucky last night. Pretend you're mean and evil, stubborn like a Georgia mule. Made love to me so good last night. You have your own private school. I got lucky last night. I got lucky last night. Played a little game, man. Last night. I got lucky last night. I got lucky last night. Played a little game and I got lucky last night. 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 Played a little game and I got lucky last night. I got lucky last night. I got
Lonnie Brooks there, and got lucky last night. Next up, we've got a track from the first box set that came out to celebrate their 20th birthday, and the track I've selected is the one from Jimmy Johnson, and he was one of the guys during the 80s. Alligator Records put out a series of 5 LPs of people in the Chicago area that didn't have record contracts at the time, and he was one of them, and went on to record several albums for Alligator.
You know it make me think about mine. Oh, every time I see a woman, you know it make me think about mine. Oh, the way she used to treat me, sometimes I feel like crying. Put me on a hazard of nicotine and alcohol. Serve me right to supper. It served me right to be alone. Oh, just living with the memories of the days that's past and gone. Put me on a hazard of nicotine and alcohol. Serve me right to supper. It served me right to be alone. Oh, just living with the memories of the days that's past and gone. Oh, it served me right to supper. It served me right to be alone.
Jimmy Johnson there, and it serves me right to suffer, and he was featured on the first of those 5 LPs, and I'll show you the cover of volume 1, and the other LPs in that set have got similar sort of photos on the cover. Really great series of blues that was recorded by guys who didn't have contracts at that time, and one of them was a guy called Eddie Shaw. Now he was a saxophone player and also a singer. He was a part of Howling Wolf's backing band in the 70s, and I think from memory he managed also Howling Wolf for a few years in the 70s, and he formed a band called Eddie Shaw and the Wolf Gang, and the song I've got lined up from them is the great old Sitting on Top of the World, and on this track the great guitarist Hubert Sumlin also appears.
One summer day, she went away. She walked off and left me, and she's gone to stay. I said she gone, I ain't gonna worry about her. I'm sitting on top of the world. I worked all the summer for her, then I worked all the fall. Still I had to take my Christmas wearing some old dirty overalls. The woman's gone, I ain't gonna worry about her, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Summer for her, then I worked all the fall. Still I had to take my Christmas wearing some old dirty overalls, and the woman's gone. Hey, but I ain't gonna worry about her, sitting on top of the world. The freight yard and catch myself a freight train. Lord, I'm gonna leave this town because things done got too hard, and the woman's gone. Lord, but I ain't gonna worry about her, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world.
Eddie Shaw and the Wolfgang and sitting on Top of the World. That album came out in 1976. More recently, in effect, last year, Charlie Musselwhite and Alvin Bishop recorded an album for Alligator Records called 100 Years of the Blues. And here's a track called West Helena Blues.
Arkansas. I got a woman that I'm loving, lives in West Helena, Arkansas. She buys me long-toed shoes, in my jaw. o'clock. She gets paid every Friday, long about 11 o'clock. Yeah, and then on from Monday morning, you know the whole town reel and rock. They tell me West Helena, it ain't nothing but a murderer's home. Yeah, they tell me West Helena, it ain't nothing but a murderer's home. If it's a graveyard, that's where I'll be before long.
You're tuned to Arrow FM, your local community access radio station, and you're listening to the Friday Night Blues Show. And tonight on the show, we're celebrating the music put out over the last 50 years by Alligator Records. One of the best bands that they recorded, and this band, or a trio of three ladies, they put out several albums for Alligator Records before disbanding a few years ago, and they were called Sapphire, the uppity blues woman, and the track I've selected from them is The Middle-Aged Blues Boogie.
Checking out my very best friends. Seems that they'd all taken up with young men. Seems that when you reach around middle age, you don't want a final chapter, you want to write another page. I need a young man to drive away my middle age blues. Well, seems like men my age are all married, boring or tired. You gotta find a young man if you wanna feel desired. Now, some of my friends is worried about what people may say. I say age ain't nothing but a number, the good Lord made it that way. I need a young man man to drive away my middle-aged blues. You know that he can get it up, I say that he can get on down. He'll help you do the dishes, take you out on the town. He'll let you navigate, cause he ain't worried about seniority. You can tell him where to put it, keeping you happy is his priority. I need a young man, yeah, I need a young man. I need a young man to drive away my middle-aged blues. Well, I'll forget about my arthritis, my backache, my lumbago. That young man makes me boogie. At the horizontal disco, I'm cleaning out my closet. I'm no longer sentimental. Forget about experience, I'd rather have potential. A young man to drive away my middle-aged blues. Well, I don't need no reefer, I don't need no cocaine. All I need is a young man to drive me insane. I'm throwing away my dust mop, got a brand new vacuum cleaner. I'm no longer taken for granted. My young man sucks it up, sweet up. A young man to drive away my middle-aged blues. I say, an old woman don't yell, an old woman don't tell, an old woman don't swell, and she's grateful as hell. I need a young man, yeah, I need a young man. I need a young man to drive away my middle-aged blues. Tell 'em about it, Miss Ann. About my arthritis, my backache, my lumbago. That young man makes me boogie at the horizontal disco. I'm cleaning out my closet, I'm no longer sentimental. Forget about experience, I'd rather have potential. A young man to drive away my middle-aged blues. Well, I don't need no reefer, I don't need no cocaine. All I need is a young man to drive me insane. I'm throwing away my dust mop, got a brand new vacuum cleaner. No longer taken for granted. My young man sucks it up, sweet up. A young man to drive away my middle-aged blues. Help me, everybody. I said, an old woman don't yell, an old woman don't tell, an old woman don't swell, and she's grateful as hell. I need a young man, yeah, I need a young man. I need a young man to drive away my middle-aged blues. Easy now, I say age ain't nothing but a number. You know that age ain't nothing but a number, y'all. I say that age ain't nothing but a number. You know that age ain't nothing but a number. And like a rare wine, you don't get older, you just get better. Give me a young man.
Next up, we've got a track by Charlie Musselwhite, The Blues Overtook Me.
when I was a little child. You know the blues overtook me when I was a little child. You know fast women and whiskey made this southern boy wild. When I was a kid, early on my own, I took the highway to be my home, and the blues overtook me when I was a little child. You know fast women and whiskey made this lonesome boy wild. Makes me want to hear my baby call my name, and the blues overtook me when I was a little child. You know fast women and whiskey made this poor boy wild. When you get in trouble, everybody's down on you. The blues will overtake you and pull you on through. So the blues overtook me when I was a little child. You know fast women and whiskey made this lonesome boy wild. Southern boy wild.
Back in, we'll just get rid of old Charlie. Back in 1987, Alligator Records put out an LP called The New Blue Bloods, the next generation of Chicago blues, which obviously featured the younger ones on the blues scene at that time, including a lady called Valerie Wellington, and here's her track song called A Fool for You.
I know you told me such a long time ago. Yeah. didn't love me. You didn't want me no more. I'm all alone. Honey, it makes me be. I think I'm a fool for you. Yes, I'm a fool for you. I know you told me you didn't want me around. Yes, I know you got another woman way across town. So it's something, oh Lord, honey, it makes me be. Would you believe me, Daddy, I'm a fool for you. Yes, I'm a fool for you. Now wait a minute, did you ever wake up in the morning, or just about to break a day? Look over at your pillow, where your baby used to lay. Then you put on your pride. Oh Lord, I like you never cried before. Yeah, you even cried so loud, you get a blues to your neighbor next door. Ever since you were 9 years old, Daddy, oh, I've been a fool for you. Way down in my soul, baby. Oh, I swear, I must be a fool for you. To put up with the way you treat me sometimes, Daddy. Huh, I think it makes me just a little fool for you. The way I let you dog me around, baby. Oh, I'm a fool for you. And I know it's something, oh, what makes me be. Yeah, I'm a fool for you. I'm a fool for you, baby. Oh, Daddy, I'm a fool for you.
Valerie Wellington there, and a fool for you. Brought the time to, let's see, 26 minutes to 8 o'clock here on Arrow FM, your local community access radio station. And next up, we've got a track from Luther Allison, and this is part of the 2 CD set that came out to celebrate their 25th birthday, and it's a great song from Luther Allison called Cherry Red Wine.
Watching you, babe. Watching you all the time. Watching you, baby. Just watching you all the time. will be cherry red.
Johnny Winter recorded a few albums for Alligator Records, and here's a track from the 30th anniversary set. It's Johnny Winter and My Time After a While.
It's your time now, baby. Lord, I got a feeling it's gonna be my time after a while. Oh, it's your time now, baby. But I got a feeling it's gonna be my time after a while. Well, you know that things don't change now, baby. I'm gonna move on down the line. Yes, I am. You know, I looked out my window. What in the world do you think I seen? My baby was another man sitting in a long black limousine. It's your time now, woman. But I got a feeling it's gonna be my time after a while. Well, if things don't change now, baby, I'm gonna move on down the line. Just stayed out all last night. You know the girl, she just walked in. The woman, she getting ready, she gonna walk right back out again. I said, wait a minute, baby, just before you go. The woman didn't even look at me. She just walked on out the door. Oh, I said, it's your time now, baby. But I got a feeling, Lord, it's gonna be my time after a while. Oh, if things don't change now, baby, oh, I'm gonna move on down the line. Oh, I'm gonna move on down the line. I seen my baby with another man sitting in a love like limousine. It's your time now, baby. Oh, I got a feeling it's gonna be my time. Gonna be my time after a while. If things don't change, woman, I'm gonna move on down the line. wanna say, Lord, you're gonna have to mistreat me. Every dog gonna have his day. Lord, but wait a minute, baby. I just wanna talk to you, baby. I just wanna talk to you, baby. I don't believe you're listening to what I gotta say, woman. Lord, you're going out every night, baby. You're stuck down last night. Just the night before.
Johnny Winter there, My Time After a While. And next up, we've got Room Full of Blues.
Shame, shame, shame on you, Miss Roxy. Shame, shame, shame on you, Miss Roxy. Shame, shame, shame on what you done. You made me sweat and toil and I was skin and bone. It was the love of greed. Look at me now. Shame, shame, shame on you, Miss Roxy. Shame, shame, shame on you, Miss Roxy. Shame, shame, shame on what you done. Touch the gin and then the dam broke loose. You was the reason. Shame, shame, shame on you, Miss Roxy. Shame, shame, shame on you, Miss Roxy. Shame, shame, shame on what you done. And now you want me back. Well, I can tell you plain, you better heed my word. Down on your knees, girl. Shame, shame, shame on you, Miss Roxy. Shame, shame, shame on you, Miss Roxy. Shame, shame, shame on what you done.
Room Full of Blues there, and shame, shame, shame. One of the success stories of Alligator Records was, and still is, a band called Little Ed and the Blues Imperials.
my mouth. You even went down, girl. Said you found me out. That's why I love you. Wanna hold you in, mom. Wanna squeeze you tight, girl. Turn on all my charm. You are my pride and joy, girl. So I ain't gonna leave you, I ain't gonna never leave you. So I wanna hold you, squeeze you tight. Something like that.
A little Ed and the Blues Imperials there, and Pride and Joy. They were discovered by Alligator Records when they were asked to record a track for that LP I played a little earlier, the new generation of Chicago blues, and these guys I really got into it and just kept playing, and the guys in the studio kept the tape going, and they then put that into their first album, and little Ed and the Blues Imperial being a fixture on the blues scene and at Alligator Records ever since. Right, it is coming up 8.5 minutes to 8 o'clock. We'll have one more track, and this is a track featuring Albert Collins, Robert Cray, and Johnny Copeland. The track was called, or the LP rather, was called Showdown, which won a Grammy, and this is Tbone Shuffle.
Your ball. Let your hair down, baby. Let's have a night of ball. If you don't let your hair down, woman, we can't have no fun at all. That's one thing for sure. Oh, you can't take it with you. That's one thing for sure. There ain't nothing in the world that a Tbone Shuffle won't cure.
Three master guitarists there, Albert Collins, Robert Cray, and Johnny Copeland with Tbone Shuffle, bringing to a close another edition of the Friday Night Blues Show, which was first broadcast all over the wonderful Wairarapa on Arrow FM 92.7, and hang around, we'll have a little bit of Kiwi music till 8 o'clock, and then we'll have the 60s show.